back. As promised, I'm here to do kind of a tutorial and review over the round blow dryer brush that you guys had seen me use in the previous one hair tutorial. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. The name of it is the Infiniti Pro edition. It's a 2-in-1 spin dryer. So that's what I use. For years and years and years, I used a regular round brush, very large barrel brush with a regular blow dryer. And actually my mother-in-law had bought one of these and I saw her using it and I thought it was genius because it was a pain in the butt every time I went to blow dry my hair, and I just thought this would make life a little easier. So again, it's the Infiniti Pro by Con Air and it's the 2-in-1 spin brush. These average about $45 to $50 depending on where you buy them. I think I bought mine at Target about 2 years ago and I haven't had any issues with it. So as you can tell, it's got a very big round brush, about an inch and a half, many bristles on it. It has several functions. I don't know if you can see it that closely, but it has low, high, and cool. So the low and high are both heat options, and then you have the cool option, which blows pretty strong blast of cool air. Never had to use that. I don't know why you would, unless maybe your hair is getting too hot and burning your fingers, but that's that. It also has these two buttons right here, and it changes the direction of how the head is turning, left and right. So that's where you would have your thumb. I usually manage it with your thumb. This takes a little getting used to. It's going to take some practice to know which direction, and the first couple times you blow dry your hair you will go the wrong way and you will have a couple times where you get tangled up and have to pull out, and I'll show you how to get out of those situations so you don't have to cut your hair out or anything like that. The good thing about having the reverse option is if you do get tangled up, you can either let go and unwind it manually, or you can simply just press the opposite direction in which you were going and it will unravel your hair. I really like it. Again, it hasn't burnt out on me at all. I think it does consume quite a bit of power. Every once in a while I do have to reset it on my outlet, but I love it. It smooths it out. So I hope you guys enjoy it if you happen to pick one up. Here you go.
Alright, so I always start at my bangs. If I start at the bottom of my hair, by the time I get to the top of my hair, it will no longer do what I want it to do. So I always take a piece of the hair and then I start toward the scalp, not all the way down to the roots, and I'll show you why later, but you start fairly close to the head and then bring it down the remainder of the hair and just pulling it down with your hand. You can do this either underneath or on top of the hair, as I'm showing you now. You can also reverse directions on the buttons in order to make it flip under or over, depending on how you like your hair. This is also helpful if your hair is cut in layers and not one length, because that'll help your layers have a little bit of movement by combing them a different direction. Sometimes I do also hold the brush for a moment at the end of my hair to kind of smooth it out and also help to style it a little bit. As you can tell at the bottom, it's kind of going under now because I held it there for a short period of time. Then you can start to move on to the other pieces, and then just make sure you're holding the button in the direction in which you want your hair to flip. Remember when I was telling you not to hold it too close to your head? This would be why. You will immediately get tangled and it's not going to be pleasant. So don't panic or try to yank. Just take a moment, stop, and use your other reverse button or unravel it manually. This will help you from pulling out more hair and hurting yourself even further and wanting to throw this device away. Alright, so you just continue and move down from side to side, clipping and pinning where you need to, and continue to style it the way you would like. This blow dryer does not blow so hot that you cannot hold your hair while you're doing it. It's perfectly fine as far as the temperature. You're not going to burn your hand or need a glove like you would with a flat iron or some of the curling rods that we buy nowadays. It's totally fine. The bristles are soft. It's not going to hurt your hand. And sometimes that just helps hold the hair in place so that way it doesn't fall off the brush, which it can sometimes do depending on the direction you spin it. And I usually tend to go over everything a little bit after I'm done blow drying my hair, so that way I can get rid of any little bits of moisture that I might have forgotten about or missed by accident. Okay, and as you can see, my hair is much better than it was at the beginning, so it's nice and soft, it's silky, and it's styled now.
Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope that was informative about the brush that I use. This is my hair just natural after doing that. I have not curled it, I haven't done anything, so it does kind of give your layers a little bit of a flare if you want. The good thing is you can blow dry it inward, you can blow dry it outward, so you can have a flip. You're able to do your little side bang if you want. You're able to get a little bit of a bump back, back here before you even have to tease it. There's just, it's kind of nice, and it does cut the blow drying time in about half. I used to take at least about a half hour to blow dry my hair. Now with this device, it usually takes me, depending on how wet my hair is, 15 to 20 minutes. So I hope this helps. Please keep commenting and giving me feedback, give me suggestions. I really appreciate it. I do have a new item that I just purchased, so that'll be my new video coming up hopefully this week. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Love you guys. God bless.